Imagine waking up one morning to find that you've been given a rare gift, the ability to see exactly how much time you have left to live. Would you continue to live your life as you do now, or would you make drastic changes to prioritize what's truly important to you? This is a question that Seneca, the ancient Stoic philosopher, would often pose to his students. And it's a question that Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, would often reflect on in his own meditations. Marcus Aurelius was a just and fair ruler, loved by his people, and yet he was also a deeply philosophical and introspective person. He understood the importance of living in the present moment and of using his time wisely. In this video, Marcus Aurelius will share with us the wisdom of Seneca on how to make the most of our time and live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. So let's join Marcus Aurelius on this journey of self-discovery and explore the timeless wisdom of Seneca. As we begin, let's ask ourselves, what would we do if we knew exactly how much time we had left to live? Would we continue to waste our time on trivial pursuits, or would we focus on what's truly important to us? The answer to this question is at the heart of Seneca's philosophy, and it's a question that we'll be exploring in depth throughout this video. One of the key principles of Seneca's philosophy is the importance of living in the present moment. As Seneca wrote, the greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. How often do we find ourselves caught up in thoughts of the past or worries about the future, and forget to live in the present moment? We might spend our days dreaming of some future goal or outcome, without ever taking action to make it a reality. Or we might get caught up in regrets about past mistakes or failures, without ever learning from them or moving forward. But Seneca teaches us that the present moment is all we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. All we can control is how we choose to live in this moment, right now. Marcus Aurelius would often reflect on this principle in his own meditations, and would remind himself to focus on the present moment, rather than getting caught up in thoughts of the past or future. As he wrote, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." By living in the present moment, we can begin to let go of our attachments to the past and our anxieties about the future. We can begin to focus on what's truly important to us, and live a more intentional and purpose-driven life. So let's take a moment to reflect on how we can apply this principle in our own lives. What are some ways that we can cultivate a greater sense of presence and mindfulness in our daily lives? How can we let go of our attachments to the past and our anxieties about the future, and focus on the present moment? Another key principle of Seneca's philosophy is the dangers of procrastination and distraction. As Seneca wrote, it is not that we have a short space of time, but that we waste much of it. How often do we find ourselves putting off important tasks or decisions, and instead getting caught up in trivial pursuits or distractions? We might spend hours scrolling through social media, watching TV, or playing video games, without ever taking action to achieve our goals or pursue our passions. But Seneca teaches us that procrastination and distraction are major obstacles to living a fulfilling and meaningful life. By putting off important tasks or decisions, we can create a sense of anxiety and uncertainty that can be overwhelming. And by getting caught up in distractions, we can waste precious time and energy that could be better spent on what's truly important to us. Marcus Aurelius would often reflect on this principle in his own meditations, and would remind himself to stay focused and avoid distractions. As he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By avoiding procrastination and distraction, we can begin to take control of our lives and pursue our goals and passions with greater intention and purpose. So let's take a moment to reflect on how we can apply this principle in our own lives. What are some ways that we can overcome procrastination and stay focused on what's truly important to us? How can we avoid distractions and cultivate a greater sense of discipline and self-control? So how can we apply the wisdom of Seneca in our own lives? One practical step we can take is to start each day with a clear sense of intention and purpose. What are our goals and priorities for the day? What do we want to achieve, and how can we make progress towards our long-term objectives? By starting each day with a clear sense of direction, we can begin to focus our energy and attention on what's truly important to us. We can also take steps to avoid procrastination and distraction, by breaking down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps, and by creating a schedule or routine that helps us stay on track. Additionally, we can cultivate a greater sense of mindfulness and presence, by taking time each day to reflect on our thoughts and feelings, and by practicing meditation or other mindfulness techniques. By taking these practical steps, we can begin to live a more intentional and purpose-driven life, and make the most of the time we have. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. By embracing the principles of Seneca's philosophy, we can turn obstacles into opportunities, and create a life of greater freedom, joy, and fulfillment. In conclusion, the wisdom of Seneca on how to use our time wisely is a powerful reminder of the importance of living in the present moment, avoiding procrastination and distraction, and cultivating a greater sense of intention and purpose. By applying these principles in our own lives, we can begin to make the most of the time we have, and live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to breathe." So let's make the most of this privilege, and use our time wisely. If you found this video inspiring or thought-provoking, please subscribe to our channel for more content on Stoicism and personal growth. And if you have any thoughts or reflections on the wisdom of Seneca, please share them with us in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.